The old leftover Kirkland brand seltzer from 4th of July. I had plenty of these in the fridge. We had a big pool day on Friday.
Yeah, I went red, white, and blue for the weekend too.
Nice.
America.
Well, we are in full swing of reaction season at this point. You know, we're going to watch Cavaliers today, as you can see from the title. We'll do the next video after that will be our early season podcast. So be on the lookout for that coming soon. We have a lot of thoughts on everybody so far, except the Bluecoats, because somehow they haven't done a show yet.
They haven't had a show. And the show they were supposed to have got rained out.
Yeah, I did see that. That sucked. So hopefully we'll be able to get a closer look at the Bluecoats in the near future. But today we're watching Cavaliers. I saw them live in Muncie, their first outing, and they were actually technically, Josh told me this, they were still in spring training, technically. Like, they left spring training to go do that exhibition in Muncie, and then they went back to spring training for four more days, and then went on tour. So it's just a weird timing thing with the way their schedule was. It's just interesting. It was odd. Hadn't heard about, like...
Yeah. Bluecoats have a show tonight, which will be nice. So.
Okay. Who all's there? Anybody competitive with them typically?
I think the Cavaliers and Phantom. No, Phantom's not there. Neither are the Cavaliers. Crossmen, Scouts, Colts, Bluecoats, Blue Stars, Colt Cadets, Cavaliers.
Okay, so basically Bluecoats are going to win everything at that show and have their first outing, and hopefully we get a good video. So film them if you're there. Yeah. We're the two hosts of the Aged Out Podcast, everybody. Michael Fantini and...
Evan Worrell.
And all the links to support us are in the video description right down there. Aged.fundamentals, aged.com. Comment, like, subscribe. Also, thank you all for everybody that hit the like button on the Boston video. I made that one public service announcement, and you all answered the call, and that was our most liked video. Like, the like to view ratio was insane. So thank you. Keep doing that. All right. Let's just jump in. This is a super sweet video from Robert, Rbase311. Go subscribe to his channel as well.
We're going to jump around a little bit. They do a couple reps of each show segment. And Robert has Josh Brickey mic'd up, so it's cool. You kind of get to see some of the interaction like you would in the huddle, like NBA games type vibe. Just some of the feedback that they're getting and stuff. But yeah.
All right, here we go. First chunk. And we're going to they played each chunk twice. We're going to do... God, we can't talk today. We've had a long weekend, everybody. 4th of July.
I've been out in the sun too much.
Sun, beer. It's just, we're tired. Okay, here we go.
Which is crazy that I used to do drum corps in the sun so much.
I know.
Bugga does on that rhythm too with the bass drum.
Pretty good.
Pretty good finish. Hand to hand into the full run.
I'll back up because the snare roll led right into a bass moment. Also, kudos in the writing. The bass writing so far in this chunk supports the flat line super well. It emphasizes things where you want it to in the phrase, helps build things, gives more beef
depth
to like the duple figures, paradiddles, all that kind of stuff. So after that roll,
and then after the roll, they get their kind of like flash moment.
Yep.
Into the hand, yeah. Nice level change on those flash road.
Cool, check it out.
Good double stop.
And then Robert seamlessly switches the audio back to Josh's mic. We'll see what he's got.
Finger. What? You hit your finger? What do you mean? Look at your hand.
What do you mean? He's like,
you stopped and you went. Like you hit your finger. Don't scare me like that.
Don't scare me like that. All right, let's jump to the next chunk.
Top of part 2.
All right, 520. Here we go. Next phrase.
It is funny in that video. Dawson tells Robert like, bass is coming up. He's like, bass. Like, nice.
What's moving?
Nice. Lasers up. Full unison roll. Yeah.
I told Adam and Josh this at Muncie.
The bass line is exceptional.
They're very good, and I've never seen a bass line play just a unison crescendo triplet roll, especially in their feature. Maybe it's happened to emphasize like a flatline roll at some point, but like it's just cool. It's ballsy. It's something you don't see every day.
Man, especially those bottom two, they really gotta work for those diddles.
All right, I'm gonna pause
Dude,
for a
groups
second.
are playing with mallets this year. I love it.
I know. I've seen a few groups. I'm gonna move our faces, so we'll be back in a second, everybody. All right, we're back.
Magically transported.
Just passing the ball around a lot.
Yeah. A lot of re-attacking. Ooh, good.
Oh,
Nice
I like the
high-end
bass.
attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
coming in soft.
Well, not only did the roll decrescendo, the basses had decrescendoing like quarter note triplet or something unisons to just kind of it was an interesting sound created by that. And pointing out the difficulty within this phrase at the beginning, especially, the snares are playing more relaxed, eighth note bass duple things, and they have those random burst 5 strokes, kind of like we saw Phantom do throughout their book a little bit. Very difficult to gear shift that quickly back and forth within the middle of a phrases.
Yeah, I think some of them are like sextuplet paradiddles, mate.
Could be, yeah.
That one is. So for the bass this time. Here. Nope. Here.
It's an eighth notes.
It's eighth
Or
note, yeah.
notes.
Jump,
That's
jump,
even
yeah,
cooler. Good roll.
Nice crescendo roll. Good control down. Little flam action. Swisses. Touch. Ooh,
I love the action to right doubles.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, into the aquatic situation. Lots of cool interplay. Into the ninelet.
That's a smart way to write, because the tempo they're at here too in this section, kind of middle of the road, probably maybe 120s, 130s, 40s. I don't know. I could be way off. It's a slower tempo, more comfortable. A lot of times I hear groups in the arranging in tempos like this, maybe they're behind the horn line. They're just there to give time, support the core, and the book can get kind of stale. A way Josh has avoided that to me here is all the interplay. You have more time at the slower tempos with different rhythmic variety to have time for the quads to go back and forth with snares within the middle of phrases, or have random bass accentuation on top of stuff or underneath stuff. And he did a really good job, I thought, keeping that phrase from being boring or monotonous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much better.
Keep it moving.
That feels more comfortable. I would keep it with it feels like we're not holding back the tempos. It's easier to play clean. Right? So we gotta make
I mean, that
always
usually,
It usually happens.
when you're not
Usually
holding back the
play clean.
tempos, it's easier to play clean. I mean, there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
52
Just do it right.
Yeah, just play in time. Come on, guys.
Just play with your friends.
If everybody plays in time, we'll be clean.
All right.
All right, next
What's our
chunk.
next jump here?
9, 10. Here we go.
Alley-oop. Yep, just like that.
Great jump to the edge there
Oh,
on
man.
that back roll.
So, all right, pause. Go back. So, yeah, the bass is kind of staying consistent with the rhythm, and then the snares and quads are kind of passing back over top of the bass drums. Yeah. Lots of jumps. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back one more time because
Yeah.
I want everyone to really hear what just happened there in the beginning of that phrase. The basses are playing the consistent 6 tuplets with splits, and then the snares and quads are jumping in and out of that 6 tuplet like foundation the basses are like providing. Really cool.
And then at the very end, the bass open up with the unisons, and the snare quad have that like more dense figure there. It rolls.
We'll let it go this time, I promise.
Maybe. Yes. Nice. Look at that.
Ooh, the roll on the spot.
Nice
blended
dynamic
with
contrast on the
snares.
bass too. Love the flam vocabulary. Chicka it.
Oh, you go PDD into open threes into
Into the
mackerel.
hand-to-hand. Was that 3-4?
We'll find out.
Yeah, paradiddle 3-3, paradiddle 3-3, and then you got to pinch the
right
focus
into the
to
mackerel.
get that,
Tons
yeah.
of pressure changes throughout that phrase. And they
And
had
then
the,
right into that. I think,
Go ahead.
but then I think that all fell right into that 3-4 hand-to-hand.
One
So we'll have
second.
to-
There we go. Yeah. And then you had even before that moment, the snares and quads played a role together, decrescendo. The quads, that S goes on the end of that word. The quads played a great blended Spock decrescendo role with the snares. Well done. All right.
Quad squad. I don't think he went back. That's all right.
Better. Much
Yeah,
better.
we'll let it go.
Very good.
Rewind the video yourself, listening to it, everybody, if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
We'll keep this train moving.
Choo-choos.
That's a big bass drum. All right, next phrase, 12:30. And
Yeah, I think this is the fast one, the like 240 section.
I think it is, yeah.
One more time on that. One more time.
There's one more phrase after this. Yeah, it's fast.
There is one more phrase after this. Yeah, but good add-in. Nice add-in again. Woo. Ah, love the cheese cheddars. That's a
Tough
cool
A/B
trade.
That's a cool A/B trade-off.
Oof.
It's pretty good. Before the quads get into their thing, I just want to say I'm so happy tons of arrangers write Flam 5 or cheese rolls now. If you go back 5 years,
Yeah.
like it wasn't a commonly written thing. I play them all the time when I hack around. It's like one of my favorite hybrid things to do. So
It feels so much better than playing just a cheese or a Flam 5. Cheese roll.
go ghost
Little
left.
ghost note.
Nice communication back and forth.
Ooh. Nice space too. Check. Yo, 7, 8 figures.
Ooh, the offset accent.
Yeah, the offset. Yeah.
It's that hiccup again.
Ah, man, with the basses finishing the momentum of that with the big flat line.
I'm gonna make a statement. I think the quad line can handle more notes. The feature was cool. The feature moment was cool, but I'm like, you got 3 vets. I think they can handle more. Let them run.
Gosh,
Let them run, guys.
they're gonna like take this to Josh and Adam.
Check it out. For sure. Our part 5, base entrance to the end.
All right, we'll get the second rep of this last chunk.
section here. Yeah. Dude, there's a lot of variety in this book, though, which I think is refreshing. if these segments all feel very different, you can tell they're different movements, built within the production, but they're just getting a lot of variety, a lot of stylistic changes. So
I haven't admittedly seen the show on the field yet. I will do that before the early season podcast we're going to record the next day or two. But it is very nice to see that, like, you can tell, like that mid-tempo section earlier I pointed out, they're probably just supporting the core for that, and it's more of a brass focus thing or whatever, front ensemble potentially. But it was still written well. You know, they're playing the game a little bit, as we've talked about the last couple seasons, where when it's their moment, those moments have the notes there. Like, Josh wrote the stuff when it needed to be there, but I also think he did a good job of not letting it be boring or too minimal when they're not being judged, so to speak, right in front of them.
Right.
Let's just make that a Mac roll. A unison Mac roll. Come on.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Oh, it was fast.
There was a back roll.
Yeah.
I love threes so much.
The trade-off AB Spanks or
Ooh,
Spank
nice.
or whatever.
Nice take for
Skank, whatever it's called.
What?
Love the isolated rights.
I'm gonna get that.
Oh, the baseline. Oof. Yeah, let's beef this quad book up.
Yeah.
Their hands all move almost the same way.
Yeah,
Check it
the
out.
technique looks
Very
really
uniform.
solid.
Don't react.
Oh,
See,
what do
he
you
just
say,
looked at
don't
the
react?
camera and he said, "I heard you. Write more notes. Give the quads more beats." No, but I knew after seeing this group live in Muncie, I was like, they're going to be good in August. Like, they came out with enough stuff in the book. They'll be able to compete. Now, do I think they'll be able to compete with, like, Vanguard, Bluecoats, Boston? Maybe not.
You gotta save it.
Maybe not.
You can't give away anything yet.
Hey. But
there is more substantial amount of notes
Yes.
this season, which is cool. Like, there's a lot more sauce in there, and I think that it'll serve them well in the last couple weeks of the season.
Yep.
I would probably, like, for sure. I haven't done like an order, but just gut reaction, top 6 Drumline for sure. I'll have to check out the front a little bit more.
I would agree with that. Where that would be, I don't know, but definitely I think they're one of the top 6 groups right now in terms of Drumline. But yeah, I'm very, very interested to see how clean this staff will get them, because we know Adam and Josh and all them know how to do that. Like, between watching Rhythm X every winter, between the Cavaliers lines they've taught and cleaned all summer the last few years, they know how to do it. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see how far the members can take it, and I think they have a really good start.
Definitely, baseline is off to a really strong start.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm sure by the end it'll be really good.
Yep, looking forward to it. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe. All the links from the video description. Drum every day. Fundamentals, and we'll see everybody in the next video, which will be the earliest season podcast.
Yeah. Peace.